India when you're not broke, dumb, and racist. Wait, what? When you're not broke, dumb, and racist. So how India is. Okay. Pepziti. Pepziti. Is it Pepziti? Pepziti. Pepziti. Now you can call me racist.
Never go to India is what we were warned. We were told it was unsafe for women.
All right.
Never go to India is what we were warned. We were told it was unsafe for women. It was dirty. You would get sick. You would be scammed.
Well, I did get sick while I was there, but technically I was sick while I was flying there. I was sick before I even got into the plane to go there. So, but I did get sick while I was in India. I did. So that's true. What? But again, the hospital bill was cheap. The hospital bill was cheap. I mean, I was just like, seriously? It was just this for my fever? But yeah, I was sick when I was leaving the U.S. So it wasn't India's fault that I got sick. No.
See these videos online, they put India in a bad light, they go into slums. The truth is, it's very, very different. We went there and my gosh, we were absolutely shocked. It is an incredible, incredible place.
Well, India is used to it now. Because the world has always been brainwashed about India.
Oh, yeah, we watched this video. Yeah. The thing is, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I know why it gets so much hate. I know why. I mean, it gets a ton of money. There are plenty of people who will hate watch the videos because this guy apparently used to do positive videos, then turned into hate videos. He literally went to the middle of nowhere to do a hit piece. Why? Like, why? I mean, he's completely been canceled because he did a hit piece apparently on the Hasidic Jews in, I think, New Jersey, who literally own the entire school department and closed down schools. But yeah, I mean, he did that hit piece and then he got completely deplatformed. But when he did it about everyone else, it was perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But as soon as he did it about the Hasidic Jews, then it became an issue.
Yeah, right from ancient and medieval to modern times. But in today's time, this is what you can see when you don't fall for the propaganda and use your brain to see things for what they are.
I feel like the thing about travel in India is that people come here and they go to somewhere like Jaipur or Delhi or Agra, and it's just too chaotic or it's too much for them and it's a shock to the senses, and then they leave and they go.
Yeah. I mean, it is very fast-paced, very congested, very. Well, you walk outside and your sentence get hit. What? Oh yeah, and full of white people, like white people everywhere. I will be weird. I was weirded out by that. I was weirded out by how many white people, well, especially elderly white ladies who consider themselves more knowledgeable about vegetarianism than India. Weird, absolutely weird thing I heard while I was in a hotel. She got mad at the vegetarian capital of the world had no clue, which is of course India, had no clue how to make a vegetarian dish. Yeah, apparently that was a topic I heard from a white lady as I was sitting at the restaurant, and they comped my meal for me because I was sitting there for about an hour just waiting for my food because this white lady was making a big scene about the whole thing. And I felt bad about that. I was like, no, I'll pay. It's like, oh my gosh. Incredibly respectful, incredibly nice. But yeah, it's so congested. It becomes a massive issue for a lot of people. It's so just crowded. I don't like the cluster. I'm a middle of nowhere type of person.
So, I'm never going back to India again. It was rubbish. For me, that's kind of like saying, going to, Paris or whatever and being like, fucking, I hated Paris. I'm never going to go back to Europe again. I'm never going to go to Denmark and Sweden and Slovenia and Portugal and whatever, just because you didn't like one part of it. It's a subcontinent. So you can, if you come here to Rajasthan, you don't like it, go down to Kerala. If you don't like it there, go up to the mountains. If you don't like it there, go to the northeast. There's so much to it.
Only if they had a well-functioning brain to understand this, and a budget of more than $2 to experience the real India. Of course.
Oh yeah, they always want to play dirt cheap. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, of course. This is first world. This literally looks like San Francisco. Probably Chicago. This one's probably San Francisco. Like, again, to see the worst of the worst, you just have to go to the big metropolitan cities in the U.S. In the U.S. Because sure, you can go to some rural areas, like that's where Tyler O'Faria did his hit piece. And a lot of people go to like the slums, the small little homeless communities where they build like little shanty towns of them for themselves to live in, because they don't have jobs. They don't really. So they target those places instead. Yet the people there are still very welcoming and accepting. Yet you come to the U.S. and you're afraid you're going to get stuck with a used needle.
Of course, if you see anything through a prejudiced, biased lens, you could find negatives in even the most positive things. You could show London and New York as the filthiest and the most disgusting places on earth. And obviously, if you're one of those creators whose entire content is about negative things, about how terrible the world is, you will find what you're looking for, because that's how it works. Your audience engages with you purely because of the negative nature of your content. The moment you stop doing that, you stop getting views. And this is how you stay stuck in the cycle of negativity.
See, that's why I need to do hit pieces. Yeah, I'm gonna do our wedding video, and I'm gonna do it why I hate India. Cause I got married to an Indian woman. That's why I hate India. I got married to an Indian woman. Now my life is over. My life is over. My life is over. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just like so many things are just hate. Like Sahar TV. Yeah, basically, he's just angry at what's going on with the takeover, and it's just at the same time you have to watch it and call it out and be like, okay, not everyone is the same. Not everyone is doing the exact same thing. Maybe someone, it's a small community, and maybe some people in that community were like, oh, they invited their friends who aren't involved, and then it gets blown out of proportion. But yeah, negativity is just, it seeds so much. It seeds so much. And again, people do it for the income. They do it for the income.
You know, you could always criticize whatever you want without spreading unnecessary hate.
Rules in India are not very good. So many people don't follow them.
Well, there are more guidelines at that. So, like, especially why? No, he's not driving, is he? Yeah, he's in the passenger seat. Yeah, I don't know why I thought his hand was moving. So I was like, wait a minute, why is he driving? Why is he driving? It's more of a guideline. I don't think the laws are truly set in stone. I mean, they want them to be. And I think eventually India will go through a reform to where laws and everything take place. But it needs to start in the big cities first. Will there be a massive uproar? But start with something simple like body cams, police body cams. That's how you start it. That's how you start it. Something simple like that. And then you go on after checking the body cam footage, seeing what gets up there. Then you go to, okay, why did this officer take 30 minutes to get to the crime scene? Oh, he was stuck in traffic for 30 minutes. All right, then you work on traffic laws. The things will change over time, but you have to start somewhere. It has to start somewhere.
Still many that do follow them in queues and stuff, but yeah, there's quite a large amount that don't, and then it just screws everything up. Things become chaos.
Like, some people know how to say the truth without spreading unnecessary hate.
I did read that I think Netflix are about to open their biggest global office here. So it's not only a hub for India, even for the entire world. So I think this is a bit of a contrast for a lot of the viral videos that you see online about India. Seems like the Indian videos on YouTube, it's mainly the bad side of India that becomes viral.
Well, it's not just the bad side, it's just the people wanting to point out one narrative. you have to go to things with an open mind and be like, well, that can't be entirely true. That can't be entirely true. You have to see things for what they are and experience things yourself. Like that's the thing. It's like when I was in college, I had my Muslim friend Ibrahim. Great guy, absolutely great guy, but I never equated him with any kind of evils or regime changes, or because he was just a friend. He was just a friend, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, for some reason, a lot of people like feeding into these negative videos and just believing them 100% and being like, wait a minute, but what? How can an entire people be like that when that's literally impossible? Literally impossible. Well, unless you're looking at America and it's like, why does all of America have a small mind, small brain? It's because we do. We absolutely do. We do not have cognitive thinking over here. I will be honest about that. I will be honest about that.
Like the dirty areas and stuff, but yeah, there are still many modern places clean too.
Of course, Indians don't need validation from anyone to believe that their cities are some of the best in the world, but it's interesting to see why people don't talk about these videos. They only talk about the ones that are filled with hateful propaganda and bot comments from Pakistani and Bangladeshi accounts. Then there are some brown sepoys who make videos like, why foreigners choose Pakistan over India? You could choose to go to South Sudan or wherever you want, but that doesn't mean it's better. I'm curious, I just want to ask you brown sepoys, what is it for? To get comments from Pakistanis like, thank God our Jinnah Saab saved us. No brother, the IMF saved you with loans. No offense, but who in their right mind would compare India with Pakistan? You need to read and digest some facts. But yeah, they're definitely good at winning wars with Facebook memes.
Especially Americans my age or my generation. Easily the worst thing to ever happen was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Hey, that's a great movie. That's a great movie. Sure, it knows absolutely nothing about India, but it's still a great movie. Kalima. Just rip out the heart as it's still beating in his hand.
You know, because that film is so incredibly prejudiced and just straight up, to use modern nomenclature, unwoke. You know, I've always wanted...
Who cares? It was entertaining. What? I hate how everything needs to be done through the lens of wokeness. The Temple of Doom was made by a man. So it was George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. They knew nothing about India. They just had, I guess, they didn't even have Aladdin at that point in time. They just had 1001 Nights. They had just probably what they heard from, like, came out of Britain, probably Gandhi, probably just a few random notes here and there, and then they could put whatever they wanted to it. Because what do they care? I mean, that's how creatives should go into it. Yeah, that's how the creatives should go into it. I don't know anything about, I'm just gonna make a movie. I just want to be entertaining. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Sure, it's not even accurate towards what India is, because they don't eat monkey brains. I mean, they don't, right? No? Yeah, not that you know of. Not that I know of. I mean, I was never offered monkey brains, chilled monkey brains. But, yeah, I mean, gosh. But yeah, it's an interesting way to see the world through, like, a different perspective, because sometimes some people don't know anything.
I wanted to say to Steven Spielberg, so Steven, if you're listening, I want to ask you a question, which is, why would you take easily one of the greatest cuisines in the world, Indian food, and make a mockery of it in that scene when they're eating dinner at the Maharaja's palace?
And the monkey brains. Yeah, the bugs and everything, because he knew nothing about it. He knew nothing about it. It's easy to say. It's easy to say he knew nothing.
I've never understood that because
that's what fits their agenda. This is what they want India to be known for. It's been going on for centuries now. They won't tell you that India was the richest and most technologically advanced civilization to ever exist. They won't tell you how India was looted to fund their so-called Renaissance and Industrial Revolution. They won't tell you about the invaders who burned and stole from the great libraries of India, because it doesn't fit their narrative.
What about crime, actually? How safe is it?
Gosh, it's so safe.
Is
Should
it?
I
Yeah.
should I say this? It's so safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't lock my door.
No, don't say these things just because you live in India and you're from the UK. It doesn't suit you. They will cancel you. They want you to say that India is the most unsafe place on
That's LA. That's absolutely LA right there. Breaking into a store, rioting. Yeah, that's LA. Free stuff.
and that New York is the safest.
Which country you belong?
USA.
Oh,
Yeah.
America,
Yes.
very rich place. India is not financially so rich, but culturally rich. Its culture
Yep.
is very rich.
Yep.
I can go to your home
Yeah, why not?
right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Am I with your father?
Aw. That's a nice auntie. Nice auntie and uncle. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. So like everyone wants to invite you over. Everyone wants to be get to know you. Everyone wants to treat you. It's again, I'm not that way. I'm not that way. I think I'm imposing. I would think it would be rude to go to someone's house just out of nowhere because I would be imposing upon them, and they'd need to be very hospitable towards me. No, that's the last thing I want. That's the last thing I want. I'd want to help out too, and just again, very very different lifestyle me.
I'm very happy. Thank you.
You see how God is blessing Rama, sending his blessing to us.
Yes. How can I repay you? No.
That's your agency. We want nothing from you. Give us blessing.
Thank you for offering me all of this. One day I hope that I can do the same.
No, please don't show this side of India. They don't want to see all this. They want you to cherry pick the worst places, garbage dumping grounds and slums, and talk about.
Like, if I'm honest, I'm pretty sure even while he's recording, like they're doing these like Tyler Averia's video, I'm pretty sure he had to cut out the segments to where they were inviting him over to eat. Because if they see you, like for me when I'm out alone and my wife's not with me or my family's not with me, if they see me alone, they wanna be my, like, it's funny, my mother got off the flight when she was coming to the wedding. Everyone literally stopped what they were doing and were wanting to get pictures with her because she was in Srinagar. The flight was landed in Srinagar instead of landing in Jammu because they had to emergency land. And then the joining flight got canceled, but they needed to get there for the wedding. And she got off the flight and everyone was wanting to get pictures with her. Everyone was wanting to get pictures with her because it was just, like I think their cab driver said that they had never seen a white woman before. So they were just like, hey, look, get a picture. Yeah, it's just a completely different thing. It's, and a lot of the times these people will probably cut that out because I've even had someone want to take a picture with me when what was the cricket stadium? What was the cricket stadium we went to? Himachal? Yeah, there was a cricket stadium there, and it was just like, what? I'll give you a minute. Yeah, because I was there. I was looking at it with my wife and brother-in-law, and well, not at the time, not my wife at the time, but we were just hanging out. We were there, and immediately someone was like, "Hey, can I get your picture with you?" I'm like, "Okay." Like, okay, sure, why not? Sure, why not? It's not a big deal. Dharamshala? Okay. Yeah, it's a cricket stadium in Dharamshala. It's the biggest one in the area. Oh, the highest, like in altitude. Okay, at high altitude. That's what it is.
Those things. That's how you get popular. You just have to talk trash about India. And what a surprise! We do have people with brains in the comment section.
How can I say? This is the unbelievable city. I feel like in Korea.
Uh-huh.
I don't feel like in India, you know?
I see a cloud. I'm not gonna lie. That is rare. That is rare. Every time I'm in India, I just see the smog. I just see the smog. Like it's just one of the things that bothers me. It's just like, oh, no sky. That looks nice.
Totally similar to my company area, you know?
Because like Korea, India has places like this as well as places like this too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I showed this and said that Korea looks like this, what would you think of me? That I was doing it intentionally? That I might have an agenda behind it?
Yep.
Right? Then why don't you ask these same questions about these morally corrupt people? This is a poop throwing festival that happens in the US, but it's not newsworthy, right?
If you've only heard the stereotypes, forget them. India isn't what they say. It's so much more. And honestly, it might just change the way you see the world.
Yes, but only if you see it without the lens of prejudice and stereotypes. India has some of the most beautiful places in the world.
Oh yeah, I still need to go to a lot of those temples. I mean, honestly, I would like to go to a few of the haunted locations, but I am not allowed to travel there. I am not allowed. I am a married man, and I have no free will. But I am happy. Don't I sound happy?
It is so diverse that it would be impossible to cover even in 100 videos. It has snow-clad mountains, deserts, beaches, waterfalls, oceans, and islands. The Indian subcontinent is blessed with everything. No, I'm not paid by the government to promote tourism. I just love my country. I want you to see things as they are.
And also, we don't report that their healthcare system is very affordable. The best doctors, the best knowledgeable ones, the best practical ones are also in India. They will, because they launched the cheapest and good rocket to...
That's because I am threatened and scared. Because I'm a happily married man, and every happily married man knows to be afraid of their wife. That's just facts.
I think it was Moon, right? Yeah. At a fraction of Tesla's cost, imagine what they can do with their defense budget. Good weapons at a...
But unfortunately, not everyone thinks like that. They only want to hear negative things about India. People have different reasons to hate India. Pakistanis and Bangladeshis hate India because they have been brainwashed by their leaders to hate it. The Western world has always portrayed India in a negative light because they don't want to believe that a former colony can grow so fast under a democracy.
Well, yeah, I mean, the fact that it's become like, it's almost on par with the rest of the first worlds. It's soon going to compete with the US, Russia, and China. It's going to become the fourth world power. In a few more years, it'll become a world power. And that's the thing. It's like you constantly want to belittle because America likes to feel superior. That's just the truth. Like I love my country, and that everyone should love their own country. That should just be instinctual. That should be ingrained in you. But I love my country. I love that I was born here. I love that I get so many opportunities here. But are there massive problems? Absolutely. Did I find better things in India while I was there? Absolutely. Are there massive problems in India? Absolutely. But you take what you can get. That's just how it works. There's always positives and negatives to every situation, to every single situation. But yeah, I mean, India went from basically being a slave nation to, well, from the Persians, Mongolians, it's so many freaking empires, to the British Empire owning it for 200, 300 years, something like that, 200 to 300 years, to finally getting independence because Britain couldn't harvest anything else. And after World War II, the world was starting to slow down, and they didn't want to be affiliated with, well, literally having, especially after Nazi Germany and what they did. Britain did far worse. Let's be honest, with like 38 million deaths over their rule in India. And they didn't want that to come to light. So they wanted to back out after they had taken everything. after they had harvested everything. They wanted to back out. And what does India do? Goes right back out to the top in like one person's lifetime. In one person's lifetime, they're already up there at the very top once again. It is freaking insane. Freaking insane. And of course, the other world powers are just like, nope, nope, nope. We don't want this. We don't want this. We don't want this. That's why every Russia, China, and even the U.S. have aided Pakistan. And guess what? All three of them have also aided India. That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
Critics setup. The Chinese hate India because they don't want to see it grow. That's why you suddenly saw the rise of anti-India content on TikTok, right after it was banned in India. All these people want you to hate Indians as much as possible. When they cannot do it through actual wars, they do it through digital wars on social media.
India has been such a big part of my life, and it's turned me into the person I am today. It's done so much for me. How truly diverse this country is. And that it isn't just like the slums that you see on these other content creators. It's the low-hanging fruit, right? It's so easy to go and make some slum video because it's shocking. It's so easy to show how, you know, unhygienic some of these.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that everywhere. That's the thing. That's the thing. And again, are there bad things about India? Absolutely. Is there a massive amount of scammers in India? Absolutely. But guess what? That could be said about the US, Pakistan, China, Russia, the UK. That could be said about anywhere in the world. So, but stereotypes exist for a reason because, again, I had to call for when I got in an accident. I had to call for my insurance company. I got India. I got India. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal, but they're those jokes for a reason. Those jokes are there for a reason. But again, jokes should be done in like a humorous fashion. You shouldn't belittle someone because of who they are. You can make friends with someone and joke with them, but you don't belittle them because of it. Like there's a difference between calling someone a scammer and calling someone a scammer. There is a difference there. There is. One of them, you're being playful with a friend because, well, they're of Indian descent. They probably have a higher degree than you, but you can joke with them because they come from India and India is known as being a scamming nation. The other one, you're just accusing him of being a scammer because he's from India. I mean, there's a difference. There's a difference. India has more clean and hygienic people than half the world. Yeah, because they actually clean themselves. Instead of walking around with dried tissue paper stuck in their butt. It's actually cleaned. It's actually cleaned. Oh, corruption in India, bureaucracy, legacy of British rule. Yeah, is the main reason. Well, it's not only that. It's because Britain literally backed out. In the day they backed out and retreated, they had partitioned the nation, and India literally had an hour to try and put a government into place. And all they could do was just put the dregs of what the British... A week? Yeah, they just could use the dregs of what the British Empire had left behind. That's it. So they literally led to the destruction of the whole thing. They led to the destruction of the whole thing.
Food stalls are in the cities. It's just too easy.
Because that is where the views are. That is what they have been paid to do. I'm not trying to defend the bad sides of India. I'm simply saying that these things exist everywhere. Stop spreading false stereotypes and propaganda.
Guys, this place is absolutely disgusting. Look at the state of it.
What are these white girls doing?
Filming trash? Obviously making content.
It is so beautiful here. Why don't you film that?
India is a culturally diverse...
That's a funny skit. Yeah, because if that actually is real, that is embarrassing. But that better be a skit, because, oh my gosh. Like, that's the thing. I complained about that too. Like, you see all this beauty, and then you see a pile of trash just in the corner. I'm just like, ugh, that takes away from it. But it's still beautiful. Sure, that pile of trash is annoying, but the rest is still beautiful.
First place where people believe in coexistence, where people treat guests as God. But if haters and propagandists are dressed up as guests, India knows how to deal with them. And my fellow Indians, you don't have to flood the comment sections of creators to spread misinformation and stereotypes. Because that's exactly what they want.
Yep.
They rage bait you for...
They want the views. They want the views. They want the views. They want the comments. They even want the dislike. All those three factors push the video even further. If it was ignored, it wouldn't get a view. If you didn't comment, it wouldn't get pushed further. And of course, if you didn't dislike, it wouldn't get pushed out through the algorithm. It's the fact that people are enraged. They click on it. That's why I literally need to do a clickbait video. I have to. I have to. I mean, I doubt I ever will. I just think that would be weird. But I doubt I ever will. But it's just still. Oh my gosh. Please tell me you're not like other Americans who wipe their rear instead of water. I mean, I do both. I mean, I wash it and then wipe the water out. I mean, isn't that what everyone does? Yeah. You got to wash it. I mean, I'm not gonna wash my rear and then put my pants back on and then have a water spot at the back of my rear. That'd just be weird. That'd be a little weird. I'm gonna be honest. Just you clean it and then you wipe it so there's no water residue behind.
Use. Instead, support the creators who show you the real India. Those who understand basic respect and decency.
I came all the way to India to meet the Jews of India!
And I found something I never expected. Jews that have been here for thousands of years. Jews have been persecuted for thousands of years. But India is one of the only places in the world where Jews have never been persecuted.
Not just Jews. India has never persecuted anyone. It was the invaders who persecuted people. But obviously, Western media won't show you.
Well, I technically, and other Indians who invaded other Indians. I mean, that was also persecution as well. But let's not acknowledge that. Let's not acknowledge that. That goes without saying.
This side of India.
There was nothing wrong about my trip in India. It was really nice if I did not stream it, if I did not make content of it. Because I think the worst part of the trip in India was how the chat behaved. It was annoying. And if you are one of those people, I'm telling you, it was fucking annoying. Keep on hearing like, why are you in this, in Kerala? It's shit, it's not India. You should go to the north.
Oh. Yeah, it's the... Well, why is it Indians hate other Indians? Why? Why? It's like you travel to one place and they get upset you've traveled to that place. You travel to another place, they get upset that you're there, and not. It's just like, why can't Indians just be happy that they live in such a beautiful location? No. The place you decided to travel to was the wrong place. You have to come here next time. Like, okay, I mean, I plan to, but it's always funny. Because I've experienced that too.
North sucks. India sucks. You should go to Pakistan.
Oh,
India in general
Pakistan
sucks. You should go to Europe. Like,
why? Europe's too expensive. I'd never go there. I'd go to Japan before I'd ever go to Europe. Honestly. I mean, I'm a huge fan of anime. Oh. Meaning me and my wife, will go to Japan before ever going to Europe. There's no way.
Just let me.
See, at the end of the day, it all boils down to what you want to see. The malicious propaganda or reality.
I like that. I really like that. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, again, there are always good things and negative things. You have to call it out. Some dumb kids are the ones who are doing these racism crap against Indians on the internet because they don't have anything to do. They don't know a thing about Indians, but still it's called superiority, Delulu complex. I don't think, if I'm honest, I don't think it's kids. I think a lot of it is adults who have felt neglected and replaced in life because they never had the ambition to actually learn anything. So you have say you're an American, you grow up, you think the education system's against you, which it kind of is, but you never go to college, you never actually finish your high school degree, and then you see a stranger from a strange land speaking in a heavy accent, wearing foreign clothes, especially the women. They tend to wear the traditional garb more than the men. The men always wear like a button-down shirt because it's just more appealing. Like, that's the thing. Every Indian man I've ever seen here in the U.S. always has a button-down shirt. They're like never wearing a t-shirt. They're never wearing a t-shirt. It's always a button-down shirt. It's always like a nice collared shirt. But you look at them, they're coming to like a smaller commute, like a Walmart. They shop at a Walmart or like a cheaper food store, getting stuff for cheap. And then you find out they're driving an expensive car and then they're going home to an expensive mansion. So they feel like, why the heck are these people that don't even belong here doing so well when I can't get anywhere, when they got their education? Sure, in India, it's far cheaper, but at the same time, they still get their education. They work hard to learn everything, which is why they can go further. And again, they just come here, they can get the job. And if I'm honest, it'd probably be better for companies to hire people from outside that aren't raised up in this moronic American mindset and people who just want to work hard for a living. That's what companies want. They want someone who's going to work hard for a living for the company, because companies are for profit. I mean, it's that simple. But yeah, I think that's what it is. A lot of it is adults who spread racism. I mean, when it comes to like India upon Indian hate, that might actually be immaturity. That might actually be immaturity, especially with like the language superiority India has been dealing with. I seriously don't understand it. I seriously don't, because I still think like having a national language would be good, because eventually the languages will get eroded and replaced and nobody will speak the traditional tongue anymore, because there won't be. They'd get too integrated. But yeah, it's a loaded situation. Search Jammu and Kashmir beauty. Been there. Well, not Kashmir yet. Not Kashmir. I want to go to Kashmir to visit my in-laws' home. Well, ancestral home. Yeah, and the temple that was repaired by them. I want to visit all that. Yeah, but there's so many things that, again, a lot of people always focus on the negatives, and you have to always say that not everyone is the same, because are there scammers? Yes, absolutely. But the same problem can be said here. Just like when it comes to like people complaining about Muslims, are there Christians who are absolutely abhorrent and incredibly annoying? Absolutely. Who constantly talk down to you. Like, I had a cousin, I say had, but she's given herself up to marry Jesus Christ, I guess. But she once, like, so Grandpa Ray, a member of the family, was such a nice guy, like always wanting to learn everything from everyone. He was once talking with someone just about like belief and like openness and acceptance. And then here this crazy Christian follower literally started talking down to him. She was like 20-something at the time, talking down to like this respectable 80-year-old man who just wanted to learn about everyone in the world and be respectful towards everyone. And she started insulting him. And it's just like, yeah, she's the problem with the world. She's the problem with the world. Yeah. Apparently she tried to make Indian food at one point in time. Apparently she had never left the U.S. She at one point got integrated in a cult and things like that. It was really weird. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing is just messed up. It was just messed up. And again, but you find the extremists everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. That's the thing. And you can't claim them. You can't. That it's just like, oh, that person's delusional. He doesn't speak for me. Like, no. Like you have to be like, oh yeah, there's always this crazy group of people in this belief. You have to do it that way. If you're going to Kashmir, then do not go by road, because there are a lot of traffic in Jammu these days. So take direct flight to Kashmir. No, there's no traffic. Yeah. They have the new tunnels. Yeah, well, yeah, because like my parents, when they were coming to the wedding, they landed in Srinagar, and they literally took like a 2-hour drive taking one of those new direct tunnel routes. It was 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours taking a direct tunnel route to get to Jammu. So, I mean, it is a beautiful drive, though. It is a beautiful drive. I do want to do more of that. I mean, I do think a lot of the roads need to be redid, but it is a beautiful drive. Yeah, some. If you are going to Kashmir, meet Muslim people too. Yeah, there are a lot of Muslim people in Kashmir. Yeah. Yeah, I just couldn't speak. I just can't speak. Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone would feed me. I hate it. I hate it. I like to eat one meal a day. And when I'm in India, I go there, go to the family house, I get fed. I travel to an in-law's house, I get fed. I travel to a cousin's house, I get fed. I travel to an auntie's house, I get fed. And it's considered rude that I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm full. No, here. I'm full, please, no more. No. It's just like, okay. I take a bite, and then I feel like my stomach's expanding. Like, oh my gosh. They want me fat. Yeah.
You guys got a video?
All right.
So bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait on that.